Hey guys, Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I know I'm a little bit behind with this one. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and then of course all the Gohan news came out, and obviously did the summons for him, wanted to get a couple of videos out. So it's been a while. I haven't gotten around to posting the Super INT versus Extreme TEQ Super Battle Road no items video. I did tweet this morning. I've deleted it now because I accidentally deleted the footage of when I did this the first time. So I did put up a post asking people to set some Vegetas for me, but literally one of my friends who put up a rainbow one straight away, we jumped in for this run and then just did it straight away. This is the same team I used to do it the first time as well, so I mean I already knew I could get it done. It was just a case of having to re-record it, unfortunately. But the team came through yet again, and we got it done on the first try today. So now you are seeing the completed run. So we are running double Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta leaders, taking full advantage of the fact that he debuffs the enemy's attack just by being on the rotation. So obviously that helps everybody to defend a little bit better. And then of course he does have that built-in ability to stun, even though it's only for the current turn. But that's super useful in Super Battle Road because you can specifically target a person who maybe is attacking multiple times in the third slot on a weaker unit, and then Vegeta can potentially stun them so that the third slot unit is going to be safe. So, and then we are running INT Ribrienne for basically the same reason. She transforms immediately, and then she gives a debuff to the enemy's attack. As long as you have a couple of other Peppy Gal's allies on the team, which obviously you can see here, they're basically all, well, they are all on this rotation. She nerfs the enemy's attack by 30% as well. So she can also seal with her super attack. So she can be very useful in suppressing some of those super attacks, which obviously is always going to be the thing that does the most damage, even when we are nerfing the enemy's attack. And then we have INT Videl. We're going to keep these two together because obviously being two Peppy Gal's units, they link up super well. Makes it easy for both of them to super attack. And then the INT Videl, whilst defensively she is a little bit of a liability, she lowers attack on her super as well as from her passive. So when you get off that first super attack, you give them quite a significant debuff to their attack. And then she also heals based on the damage that she does. So if she ever gets a double super, we get double attack lowering and double healing as well. So, and then of course, every now and then, because we're only keeping one blue Vegeta on rotation here with the LR, Goku and Vegeta, who are the main powerhouse of the team. They're like the single unit that's doing the most damage by far. And whenever we have the second Vegeta float into either of these two rotations, because we have two units in the turn who are lowering the enemy's attack with their passive, on that turn we're basically not going to take any damage. And that will apply to the Ribrienne and Videl turn as well when the friend Vegeta floats into that third spot. So the Vegito and Vegeta rotation is incredibly strong because both my LR Goku and Vegeta and my INT Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta are full level 10 links and both Rainbow. Everyone else on the team is just kind of like 3 or 4 because I'd randomly taken them on a couple of runs of the link level mission before Extreme Super Battle Road even dropped, because I kind of figured that this would be the team that I'd be running. It's kind of similar to the one that we ran back for the OG no items run, although I don't think I had Ribrienne back then. I think I used Hercule instead. And INT Hercule definitely is a good option, but Ribrienne, because she has that attack nerfing and we have the couple of Peppy Gal's units on the team, it works out really nicely. So obviously there you see typical Super Battle Road shenanigans. Out of the two enemies I decide to seal 19, and so then Jiro goes ahead and super attacks me. But we could get rid of him. Actually, I think we didn't quite... Oh, yeah, we did finish him off. Yeah, we get rid of him, and then here comes Videl with that additional super. So we get the double heal, as well as the fact that the Android 19, who survives, now has his attack lowered as well. And Gotenks, unfortunately, not getting the stun off of the super attack, but then he goes ahead and gets the dodge anyway. So Gotenks is another one of those units that he is a little bit of a defensive liability on the team. But he heals with Rainbow Orbs, and he does have that chance to stun with his super attack. He also does have the Super Saiyan Link, so when he floats into the third slot on this rotation with the Vegito and Vegeta, he does obviously help to give them a little bit of extra attack as well. But yeah, he's got to be, we got to be careful with where we put him. He's generally going to be a third slot unit, but I would break rotation if necessary just to sort of shelter him a little bit, because he can take a lot of damage. But Vegeta comes in, finishes off 19, and then we get the first fight finished. Didn't drop below 50% health. A viable tactic for this team is definitely to try and stall for the Vegito fusion to give yourself a free heal. But obviously we didn't need to quite draw it out that long there. Our health is not as high as I would like it to be, but we're going into fight 2 and we're against Mecha Frieza and King Cold. Those of you who came out to the stream, I think it was like a week or so ago, where we tried a couple of no item runs live. One of the things that's most annoying for the super types is if you get the Ginyu Force as the second fight, because then it's just yet another fight where you have multiple enemies, and then you run the risk of taking multiple super attacks. Obviously, like, you know, kind of like we had happen in the first fight with 19 and Jiro. When there's 5 enemies, you could seal up one of them with Ribrienne, and then all the other ones be the ones that are super attacking. So it is a little bit risky. But as you can see here, this is the rotation where we get Blue Vegeta into slot 3. So now even Ribrienne is just taking double-digit damage here. So we'll seal up Frieza straight away. And then we'll get Videl to target him for the attack lower. I'm kind of just hoping that King Cold doesn't go ahead and super attack Videl. We get the additional normal, so we get a little bit of an extra heal off of that. So not too bad. And then Blue Vegeta can come in the final spot here and do a nice little bit of damage to King Cold as well. No stun, unfortunately, but I mean, he takes like 5k damage, so that's fine. So we are back up to basically 80% HP, which is very decent. A lot of attacks in slot 1 here, so obviously putting the LR there is the obvious choice. We're only getting the debuff from Vegeta's passive, but Mecha Frieza has been attack lowered by Videl, so he shouldn't do too much damage to the LR. We're just, again, sort of hoping for this turn that we don't get super attacked by King Cold. So, of course, first attack in slot 1, super attack from King Cold, 120k. So, obviously, and I mean, it's common sense, goes without saying, really, but super attacks are the things that are the most, like, danger to the no items run, because normal attacks, you know, we kind of know roughly, even on our worst sort of turns, we're only going to be taking like maybe 20k at the most, as long as we've got, you know, our debuffers on rotation and all that sort of stuff. But a super attack can just come out of nowhere and do anywhere between 100 and 150k depending on who takes it. And so that again factors back into why the fights with the multiple enemies are the most dangerous. So we see there, Blue Vegeta fails to get the stun, but because Frieza's been attack lowered and is being debuffed, we just took double-digit damage. And then Gotenks, again, unfortunately, fails to get the stun, but comes through with the dodge. So things are looking okay here. Frieza is attack lowered quite a bit now. And I don't think, now that he's unsealed, he hasn't supered, I think, for the entire fight yet. So I think it's best to just keep him targeted with Videl, with Ribrienne, get him sealed again. And then Videl hits him in the middle spot, ensuring that he does basically no damage to her. And then hopefully Mai can come through with the stun. So, haven't really talked about Mai at all yet. Mai in the 3rd slot there. She has a 50% chance to stun with her super attack, as well as having a chance to stun from her passive. But the stun chance from her passive is just like Vegeta, where it will only stun for the remainder of the current turn. And unfortunately, you have no way to know which one it was until the next turn starts. So we see here we get the stun, then we get the additional attack, which also got the stun. So did the super attack one trigger? Yes, it did. So we can see the stun icon at the top. That's pretty much what you have to wait and see. Because the super attack, the stun from her actual super attack effect could not trigger, but then the passive effect triggers. And so yeah, you just don't know until the start of the next turn, which is a little bit annoying. But with King Cold stunned, Frieza is like attack lowered into the ground and sealed, so he is not going to have any way to kill us at all, or even deal any significant damage to us, really. So we can just unload everything on him, which wasn't even needed. Vegito comes in, finishes him off. I say Vegito. I constantly say Vegito or Gogeta when I'm talking about the LR Goku and Vegeta units, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There's no Vegito currently on the team, so you guys know who I mean. But Vegeta coming in, doing a huge amount of damage to King Cold here. So now, this is the one bit where I was worried, because of course, yet again, he's got that attack in the 1st slot before we get to seal him. And I don't want to risk putting Videl there because he hasn't really been attack lowered a huge amount. So I'm going to go ahead and put Ribrienne in slot 1. She should be able to seal him, and then I'm hoping that he survives her attack so that we can get the extra heal off of Videl's super. So Ribrienne comes in with the dodge, which is a very good start, and then we seal him up here. He did survive, but then unfortunately Ribrienne gets the additional super attack and we take him out. So doing very well here. I think the Dokkan mode is like good to go as well, as we, it is. So this is the perfect setup as well, because when you go into the third fight with the Dokkan attack ready to go, you don't want to be on the Ribrienne and Videl rotation, because neither of them really do a lot of damage. Like, even Ribrienne being Rainbow, like, she does not do a lot of damage. So this is exactly what we wanted to see here. And look at all these int orbs as well, with the couple of bonus rainbows, so we can get a full 24 key Dokkan attack with Vegito. And then I'm going to target this guy in case he survives, so we can potentially finish him off. And then my target 13, because he's the one most likely to survive. So if she can stun him at the end, that would be really good. So Dokkan mode, a little bit faster than I expected. So we missed the first one, but we hit all of the other ones. So we got a nice 2.8 million attack stat on Vegito. So we are going to deal some absolute carnage with this Dokkan attack here. So I'm pretty sure, we don't kill everyone, but we pretty much wipe the field here, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, 3.3. Then of course he counterattacks with a super, which is not good. But yeah, we took out the grey dude, and then the little green hat guy only just survived. I always forget which number androids they are. So Vegeta can come in, finish him off, and then he gets the additional super as well. Is this enough to finish 13? Not quite. We got a nice big crit though. And then yeah, he just does double digit damage to Vegeta. And then Mai doesn't actually take him out, funnily enough. So in a way, again, like talking about going into the third fight, I do feel like it's better though. I like to go into the fresh fights with the Vegito rotation. Although, of course, now that we've come into this one, Vegeta was in slot 3. This would have actually been a really good starting rotation for the last fight. But because Mai got the stun, we can go ahead and attack with Videl in slot 1 without having to worry about her getting any damage. And so we are able to finish off 13 and be back up to full HP. Because the Dokkan mode almost got us there, even after taking that super from him during that turn. And so Videl is able to just top off that last little bit of health for us. And then we get into the final fight here. I think this run was pretty lucky overall, because we got the perfect combination of fights. We didn't get the Ginyu Force. And then Barbody and Boo. When you're running a team that is focusing a lot on like units that lower attack and how you have a bunch of stunners, having these two as the final fight is actually really good, because as soon as you get rid of Barbody, all of your attack lowering and stunning is all being focused on Boo. So you have the possibility to just completely stun lock him and absolutely destroy the final part here. So you can see Vegeta, first time we actually put him in the first slot, if he gets hit before supering, he does actually take quite a bit more damage than he has been throughout the event, because he does raise his defense on super. We get the double supers here, but unfortunately neither of them get the stun on Boo. That was kind of what I was hoping here, because there are so many attacks in the middle. I think 4 of them were all from Boo. So it would have been very nice to not have to take any of those. They're only doing about 10, 12k, so it's not too bad. And then, of course, this is where I got a big concern right here. Barbody comes in with the almost 150k super attack. So we came into this stage on full HP. And as you can see, that has turned around rather quickly. But Gotenks comes through, gets the stun on Boo, and dodges the follow-up attack from Barbody as well. So really, really good showing there from Gotenks, earning his spot on the team with that one move alone, because now only Barbody can attack, so we can focus everything we've got on him. Get him sealed up so he can't super attack again. It's unlikely that he would super attack 2 turns in a row. So we should be okay, but we're going to go ahead and target him anyway. Then we'll attack lower him, since of course he does still get an attack in on Videl there in the middle. And then I'm going to switch target back to Boo, because if Mai can come through with the stun, like I say, we can just keep Boo locked down so that he can't do anything. So hit Barbody with the stun. Now we don't have to seal, so now we don't have to worry about taking another super. And then Videl comes in, lowers his attack quite significantly, and of course gets the heal as well. So him dealing 9k back to her, she will have healed way more than that. And then Mai gets the stun, and it is the 2-turn stun. So we keep Boo locked in this stun position. And so now, even though it obviously breaks rotation a little bit with double blue Vegetas here, the last one's not going to be getting any links. But this means that Barbody's attack is so nerfed now, and he's sealed, that he can't do anything. But unfortunately, the key did not really fall in a way that worked for us after getting that big batch for Vegito. So we're not able to get super attacks with either of the Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas here. And I'm just hoping if one of them can get an additional, then we take out Barbody. And then, yeah, fortunately, my one comes in with his level 10 links. I think he's got quite a few good skill orbs on him as well. So he comes in, finishes off Barbody, and then we are down to just Boo. So Ribrienne is not the best tank, especially when we don't have Blue Vegeta in slot 3. So obviously here we're really hoping no super in slot 1. Because if we get super in slot 1 here, we just die. Even though we are going to get a little bit of a heal back from these rainbow orbs from Gotenks. So yeah, as long as we don't get supered in slot 1. 20k she's taken from normal attacks. So that dodge is obviously very, very useful. And now we get to seal him up. So now we know he can't super. Even if he lands all of these follow-up attacks, which I think he does, they all do 20k. But we have more than enough HP left to survive. And then, of course, Videl comes in, attack lower, and heal. So it's the perfect combo. He's sealed, so he can't super, and his attack is lowered. So all of his normal attacks are doing way less damage. And we do get the nice little bit of extra heal from Videl as well. And then Gotenks comes through with the stun. So whilst I was a little bit concerned that our health dropped so quickly, I was really starting to feel like this is going to be it straight away here on this first attempt. Because now he's stunned, we can get supers with everybody on this turn. So not only can we deal a ton of damage, but potentially Mai can keep the stun train going in slot 3. So get off the 18 key super here with Goku and Vegeta. Nice big crit for nearly 2 mil. And then they come in with the additional 12 key super. And nice bit of damage here. Vegeta got a 2.2. One thing I haven't mentioned at all yet actually is the fact that because Mai is a time travelers support unit and Vegeta is on the time travelers category. So every time she's in slot 3 on this rotation, he's obviously going to do that little bit more damage. And then Mai does actually get the stun, but it's enough damage to finish off Boo. And then there you go. We can hit that star and get through to the finale of the stage. So, yeah, I don't know why this one took me so long to get out. I put up pretty much all of the other ones already. Super TEQ, I think, could be done now that we have Gohan, but it's going to be quite difficult. And I think Extreme TEQ and Super AGL are potentially not doable on Global yet. I'm going to keep testing out some team builds, but we'll see how that goes. I think once it hits the weekend and I don't have to waste keys, I will have a few more serious attempts at Super TEQ. But there you go. Super INT, Extreme Super Battle Road, no items. That is 7 out of 10. Done so far. So let me know what you guys think. Have you beaten the stage normally? Have you tried any no items runs? What team did you use? Let me know all of that down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.